Cricket's unpredictable. Your health shouldn't be. Get Health Vital, a health insurance with premium starting at just rupees 12 per day.
Hello and welcome to a new video on Wave Sports. I'm Sneashish Mukherjee reporting from Sharjah. Today, me and Bharat both are in Sharjah because as we all know that India will take on Australia in the last group game of the ongoing World Cup in Sharjah. And as we all know that this will be their first match in Sharjah after playing all the three matches in Dubai International Stadium. So in this video we are going to preview this epic clash because you all know that how important this clash gonna be, especially for India, because after losing to New Zealand, they have won against Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Against Sri Lanka, it was a dominant win, but again you have to win against Australia, and then you have to look after the results of New Zealand also. Yes, because there is a chance that both New Zealand and India can finish on same points, and then the net planet will come into play for the place in the semi-final. So Bharat, my first point is, whatever you have seen so far, Team India practicing and all, how much confident you are? Do Team India ready for the Australia clash?
Yeah, I guess first of all, I have to say that they're playing in Sharjah. Before this tournament, if you had asked me if I'm going to pick one ground where India can defeat Australia, then I would have said Sharjah only, because in those conditions the pitch obviously stays low. The track also is on the slower side. So when you consider all those factors, India with all those spinners who impart square spin or side spin, and then your Shankar Patil imparting overspin with all those spinners, then definitely India have a chance against a team like Australia. But again, they have to put it into practice. Even in practice session, they look confident, but again they have to put everything into practice on the big day. It's all about doing well on that particular big day, because Australia obviously against a team like them, against a champion team like them, if you play at 80%, 70%, then you are going to lose. So they have to be at their absolute best, just like how they played against Sri Lanka. Hopefully it won't be a case of Jekyll and Hyde, where they played well against Sri Lanka, got thrashed by New Zealand, and then again against the side outside of the Asian continent, they will again lose. So it shouldn't be, hopefully it won't be like that. They will play at their best and come out on top of it.
Yes, absolutely. And as we discussed earlier also, I think the spinners will be key for India, especially Asha Shubhana main. But I will ask you about Pooja Vastrakar. Still the inclusion of the Pooja Vastrakar will happen or not, that's remain a question. But do you think that against a team like Australia, Pooja Vastrakar is a must, or Team India can rely on whatever the playing 11 so far?
Yeah, they can rely on the playing 11 because Arundhati Reddy has been doing well so far. So the two seamers I think are enough in those conditions. She bowls stump to stump line, something that should help her in Sharjah. Obviously, she needs to have that kind of self-belief. She needs to have that kind of temperament. Suddenly, if she thinks, oh, this is Australia, perhaps I won't be able to do well, then she will flop. So she needs that kind of self-belief. But she has the ingredients or the template to do well in Sharjah conditions, because she bowls stump to stump line. So they needn't have Pooja Vastrakar in the playing 11. Obviously, if she's fit, they would most likely consider her. She bowls hard lengths, but as we saw in the practice session before as well, it seemed as if she was quite desperate to play. She still had those traps. If she still have those traps, and the way she was jumping, it felt like there was still a lot of pain within her. So I'm not too sure she will play that injury. I'm not very sure she would be able to recover so quickly, but you never know, basically. But I would consider playing the same 11.
Same playing 11. Okay, and another point now we'll talk about the Australian squad. I think in Sharjah, I am going through some stats. In Sharjah, 7 matches have played. 59 wickets have been taken by spinners compared to 30 by pacers. So definitely the spinners will come into play, and the pitch is more suited to spinners. But you have to talk about Megan Schutt. I think the way she has bowled, especially in Sharjah wickets. So what the thing that she is doing so correctly?
Yeah, same point I just talked about with Arundhati Reddy, that you have to bowl stump to stump line. Wickets are staying low. If the wickets are staying low, then definitely there will be some indentations on that wicket. So if you have to hit those indentations, you have to bash that pitch. Occasionally use cutters as well. Basically, it is about keeping it simple. Zoom it on the stumps, target the stumps, and then bash those indentations with cutters and hit the pitch ball. That's all you need to do, and hope for the pitch to do the rest. That's what Arundhati. They have a perfect bowler in Arundhati Reddy, style of action. If you look at her action, front on action, everything is very much related to bowling stump to stump line, hitting a good length, and keeping it simple. So if one seamer is going to do well from the Indian point of view, it is her. Obviously, she shouldn't feel that kind of pressure when she's playing that big match. That's the main point.
Yes, absolutely. And we all know that all Australian batters are capable of playing some fantastic knocks. But Bharat, is there any particular batter that you think that might be some extra pressure will give extra pressure to Indian
It's
bowlers?
not like that. As you already talked about right from Elisa Haley.
Yeah.
Everyone, Beth Munia, everyone can field right down to even maybe she's not in the greatest of form. On Honor Day, Thaila, Megra, and anyone can come. Ellis Perry, obviously, maybe on these wickets, I'm 100% sure. But yeah, there are lots of batters who can come in and do the damage for them. Ashley Gardner also might come in and score. Suddenly get a quick fire 20-30. So with Australia, you can't take anyone lightly. That's the big thing. Even if we saw in the practice game when they were something like 5 for 54 or something like that in one of the games.
Still they managed to
they managed 150. It just that's the thing. You see, on the big day, you do play at your 100%, break it down to simple things. Even it could be ball by ball, and just try your best. Then obviously leave the rest someone up there, and that's it.
Yes, absolutely. And I think for every Team India fans and obviously the players, the net run rate will be back of the mind. So what will be the best decision for the team if they win the toss? Like for the in-RR, that should they bat fast or should they chase down?
Obviously Sharjah, you want to bat first only. Whatever it is, first you have to look at winning the game, and then think about the net run rate against a team like especially Australia. If you, from ball one, if you think too much about net run rate, then you might end up losing the match itself. So first try to win the game. For example, India have scored 130, good score in those conditions, and then you might think of net run rate. Yes, if we bowl out Australia for 90, 100 in these conditions, then
finger crossed.
We can really get our net run rate up. But from ball one, if you do that, most likely against a team like Australia, you would end up hurtling to a defeat point.
Exactly. And last question, I know Bharat doesn't like to predict, but still Bharat, I have to ask, what's your prediction? India winning or Australia?
Last time I brought up a gut feeling. Instead of logic, I brought up a gut feeling at that point.
And it got demolished.
So I don't know whether I should think about
I think
logic.
you should continue with your gut feeling then.
Logic or gut feeling?
Then continue with your gut feeling.
Because logic obviously will say Australia will somehow come out on top. But
then don't continue with your gut feeling.
But another logic is there. But if India have to defeat Australia, then it is in Sharjah.
Yes, absolutely.
Even more than Dubai. They have won, I know, a game in Sydney Cricket Ground in 2000 against Australia in the T20 World Cup. I'm not thinking about the final. Obviously, they went on to lose that match by a big margin. But in the group phase, in the first round, they did defeat Australia at Sydney Cricket Ground. And Sharjah, obviously, it's even more helpful for spinners compared to SCG. So if India are going to win a match, it is at Sharjah. But obviously, still logic will tell you that Australia are going to win this match.
Yes.
To logic only.
Yes, absolutely. I think we all know that it will be very, very difficult to defeat Australia. But we all are praying that India can defeat, and then let's see how the net run rate and all the scenarios come up.
Yeah, that's the window of opportunities they're playing at Sharjah. That's India's best chance.
Best chance to defeat.
In the entire globe, I would say the best chance to defeat Australia is at Sharjah.
Huge statement from Bharat.
Because the conditions are so helpful.
I think that is very logical also. Yes. So that's it for now. Me and Bharat signing off. So for all the latest updates, please stay tuned on Dev Sports, and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Stump those hospital bills. Health Vitals got you covered. A health insurance with premium starting at just ₹12 per day.